Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. There he goes inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 2nd and goal to go now. Now a run with Anderson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Being chased out left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Let's go.
On second down, Martin. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He's going to fire one deep up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Anderson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Five yards left for the offense. It's second down. Again, Anderson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lynch. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. On second down, Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Dave. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Matthews has it right side. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Martin. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And Doug Martin, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now a first down carry by Jones, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his tight end Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
A fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
Well, he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Going. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They run. Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Buying time to his Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually, but first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go. 38.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Marshall with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And Sanders now to return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor now to throw again. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Airs this out for Matthews. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Simmons. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now it's Lynch. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. So a look at Paxton Lynch as he's slow to get up, remaining down after that play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now it's the backup Simeon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Tenth carry now for Anderson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up?
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Taylor being chased out left. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 30 yards there. Zay Jones, a 2nd-round pick from East Carolina. Some thought could have been a 1st-round pick from East Carolina.
High-volume guy at East Carolina. I mean, the big-time catch, 158 of them in 2016. And he's an NFL legacy. His father, a longtime linebacker in the league.
Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Taylor escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Hauschka's kick is good. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 2nd quarter in Indy. And it's the Colts who have scored to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Hurry up, here we go.
1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go.
So they'll try again with Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Simeon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And his kick is right through. Back now in Buffalo. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Left side caught by Matthews. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Anderson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Simeon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw again. Taylor drops it off to Martin. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Anderson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now 24. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Operating from the gun, Taylor. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Broncos, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.